Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So GTR Fest is just around the corner and today we're going to be getting the 180 and the GTR ready for GTR Fest. For the 180 I need to put the Workmeisters back on. It's currently got the old rims on at the moment. And for the GTR, Matt wants to replace the CV boot and he also wants to lower the front and give it a bit more camber. First, it's time to start working on the 180.
He did that on his own. Yeah, and up. Is the wheel up off the ground?
Not yet.
And again.
Go Eli!
2 hands. Yeah, that's it. Push, 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 push. Yeah, and up.
I can't believe he's doing this on his own.
Down. Another one. Down. He looks like a little man. Is he off the ground? He's off the ground. Yeah, you're good. Finish.
Good job.
Take a break.
High five. You did it. Yes.
Just hit Eli up for all your mechanical needs.
We've got a 2-year-old car mechanic over here. So I'm here with my brother's car. This is my brother Bailey. He did a bit of a whoopsie the other day and he reversed his car. We've actually just fixed it, but you'll see on the video.
That's it, eh?
I think so.
Yeah, do you reckon he can't help it? Oh, you alright?
Hey, what did you do? You explain.
Oh, do I have to? Nah, I was just like distracted because I saw my passenger and I was reversing out of a car park and then I seen this car go past me, but then it like stopped and then it started reversing into another park and like I just wasn't paying attention and then I accidentally hit his ute. No damage to his ute though, like, so I was pretty sweet, but just dented my plastic bumper.
Oh, it looks pretty good now. Matt and Bailey just pulled it out with the dent puller and this heat gun and a dent puller.
Gun and a puller.
That's all you need. Save you thousands.
Right, so got the wheels on the 180. So we got the Workmeisters back on. Looking nice. I'm super excited for GTR Fest. This is going to be my first time taking the 180 on the track. And it'll be pretty cool to cruise alongside Matt as well. And yeah, just see heaps of cool cars out there on the track. So yeah, if you do see me out on the track at GTR Fest, come up and say hi. It'll be cool to meet a lot of you guys.
Alright guys, it's Thursday evening and we are going to GTR Fest on Saturday. And one of the jobs that I really want to get done on the GTR is the front passenger CV boot needs doing. We're heading over to the Dyno Boys, to Gaz's place, and we're going to try smash that out tonight. Going to be heading over there now. We'll do a cheeky cold start vid. Here we go. Oh yeah! And we're just quickly picking up the mother Christoph. Yo. The neighbour's looking at you through the window.
We arrived at Gaz's shed and put the GTR on the hoist. We quickly realised that we didn't have a very important tool.
Giant socket for the axle.
Gaz got on the phone to one of his mates to see if they had the socket and they were free to bring it around.
Cool, thanks bro.
Any luck?
He's got his neighbour's got one, he's just gonna call.
While we waited for a socket, we got started on removing parts to get the axle out. First, we took the wheel off and removed the axle split pin. I then removed the nut from the lower control arm underneath the hub and started whacking the ball joint with a mallet to try and separate it. gave up on the lower control arm and decided to try our luck removing the tie rod arm, at least to make some progress. Once the tie rod was out, we went back to the lower control arm, but this time we were going to try with a bit of penetrating fluid. We tried levering it with a crowbar, we tried levering it and hitting it with a hammer at the same time. But this was a ball joint that we think had never been separated since the factory. While we were battling against the ball joint, Zach showed up with a 36mm socket. Gaz quickly got on the impact and started hammering away. This was one stubborn nut. With still no luck, it was time to bring out the breaker bar. Since the car was in neutral, we had to lower the hoist and Zach jumped in and sat on the brakes.
Yeah. She is tight. Where's that? I could give it a fucking sniff.
I straight away thought of some good old Kiwi ingenuity and I grabbed a metal pipe laying around the workshop and I sleeved it over the breaker bar. This gave us way more leverage. The nut stood no chance and cracked straight away. The next step was to unbolt the axle from the diff and then get to work trying to remove the lower control arm again. What you can't see is that we ended up unbolting the caster arm and the inner LCA ball joint, and with a bit of hammering we ended up separating the inner ball joint instead of the outer one. It didn't matter, as long as one came free, that meant that we could remove the hub off the axle. We also unbolted the shock and then we easily removed the axle and put it into the vise.
We took the CV boot apart. So what you do is you take this cap off, undo the circlip, and then just knock the bearings off, cut the old boot off, put the new boot on, and now we're just tightening up these CV boot bands. It took 5 of us to do it. And one of us doing the work. So we're just cleaning all the old grease out before we put the shaft back in.
Greasy boy.
The axle is back in. Just gotta do everything up. We're good now. Just gotta bolt everything in.
So that's it for this video. We're both super excited for GTR Fest this weekend. Remember to give us a like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.